Okay, I want to go into that, Bishop. So, is there a difference between being crushed by the hand of God versus suffering the consequences of your own decisions?
I think that sometimes God uses his hand and sometimes he uses yours. Yeah, sometimes he uses yours, but see, you cannot get God's people out of God's hand. Whether they are dysfunctional, whether they're emotionally dwarfed, they are still God's people. Whether they make bad decisions or stupid decisions or terrible mistakes, you cannot get them out of God's hand. The souls that are in the Father's hands, no man can pluck them out. Some of them are smart souls. Some of them are proud souls. Some of them are arrogant souls. Some of them are prejudiced souls, but they are in God's hands, and God will keep working with them and reshaping them and breaking them and making them again and breaking them again until they become what he had in mind. Every branch of me that beareth fruit, every branch of me that's doing kind of good, he says the reward is I prune it that it might bring forth more fruit. When God gets ready to take you up, he always cuts you back. There will be some exodus. There will be some loneliness. There will be some crushing place, some weeping, wallowing stage of life, because you are his, and he knows exactly where to cut you. In the book I talk about, my mother had a rose bush, and I decided to help her out. And I was a little kid, and I went out there to do like I had seen her do. I was going to prune the bush, and I almost killed it. I used the same knife, and it was the same bush that I'd seen her prune the year before. I used the same knife. But in my hand, it was a weapon, and in her hand, it was a tool. God knows exactly where to cut you to make you more productive. I was doing the right thing, but I was cutting in the wrong place. Mama knew exactly where to cut that bush in order to make it go from fruit to more fruit, to much fruit. God knows exactly where to crush you, to bring you to the place that you need to be.